Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the next episode of the G&A podcast. I am the stand of Jolene Cujo, Druidu.
And I'm just hyped for the second half of Mushoku Tensei, Sobroni.
Welcome back to the G&A podcast, where we talk about all things anime, the good, the bad, and the weeb. How you doing, Oni?
I'm doing well. How are you, Drew?
I'm fucking exhausted. I went to bed at like 5 in the morning, woke up at like 9, 10. Everything's just yeah, so that's fun. I miss the days where I had like proper sleep. It was like I had like 2 weeks I was getting decent sleep, and now just because life circumstances, whoop, gone.
Yeah, decent sleep is overrated.
Apparently, so it's only my health.
Mm.
So for today, y'all, this is the fall 2021 anime preview. How it works is basically from anychart.net, we're going to be going down a list of new anime coming out, just reading the syllabi.
Yeah, the syllabus of the anime season that we have coming up.
Yes. So when we're going to alternate, he reads one, I read one. Then after reading them all, we we talk amongst ourselves and decide which one that we want to watch. We choose up to 6, and the 7th one is the Patron's choice. And yeah, I believe that covers it. Did I miss anything?
No, that's about it. I believe so.
All right. So that being said, who wants to go first?
Well, you gave the introduction, so I'll go first.
Yeah.
First up, yes, exactly. Wow. First up, we have 86, which is 86 Part 2. I guess that's damn. I wish I could do mental math. I could have made a joke, but whatever. 86 Part 2 by A1 Pictures.
Were you trying to like do the math?
I was trying to add 86 in my head. 86 and 86. It's what 172. Ha.
Good job.
Yes.
Fantastic.
I passed second grade.
Yes. I don't think they were teaching that in second grade.
Were they? I don't know. I went to a pretty bad elementary school.
I'm like, I guess you're very smart second grader.
No, but yeah, this is the sequel to 86. So yeah, I think I heard a few people enjoy 86. I
don't know
feel
what the fuck this is.
It was recommended to me before. I didn't watch it, so I'm not watching the second season of it. But if you want to watch it, let me know how it is.
Well, thank you for reading that, you lazy bitch.
Mm-hmm.
Time for me to go read my... Oh, actually, this isn't that long at all. Up next, we have Blade Runner, Black Lotus by Sola Digital Arts. Los Angeles, 2032. A young woman wakes up with no memories and possessing deadly skills. The only clues to her memories are a locked data device and a tattoo of a black lotus. Putting together the pieces, she must hunt down the people responsible for her brutal and bloody past to find the truth of her lost identity.
Isn't Blade Runner like...
I've never seen the movie.
Like, it's supposed to be futuristic, like robots and androids and stuff. I feel like maybe they should have changed the date, because 2032 is not like
super far at all.
It's like 10 years from now.
Yeah.
I don't think we're going to be living in cyberpunk world yet.
Maybe like 52 would have been more appropriate.
Yeah, because the original Blade Runner was what, the 80s or 90s? So 2032 sounded more futuristic than it does now.
Yeah. I don't even get... Like, I saw the trailer, I'm like, CGI things.
Yeah, it didn't look too great. I did watch the original Blade Runner a long time ago. I enjoyed it from what I remember of it, but not too interested in this. The studio does a lot of... Oh, they did Appleseed.
I'm not surprised. They seem to be very like, yes, we are CGI.
They have they do sci-fi CGI animation. That is their niche. They did Blade Runner, Starship Troopers. Was this Ghost in the Shell? Yeah, they're just all over the sci-fi CGI market.
Yeah, I wonder how that's doing for them.
Well, who knows? Maybe it'll be a masterpiece.
Yes. I guess someone else will tell us about it.
But next up, we have Build, Divide, Code Black by Linden Films. In a city where the king reigns supreme, your strength in Build, Divide determines everything. There is a rumor circulating Shin Kyoto. Anyone able to defeat King in Build, Divide shall be granted whatever their heart desires. In order to challenge the king, one must first enter the battle known as Rebuild. There, they will have to compete, or they have to complete the key. Oh my god, this is much longer than I thought it was. The young Tetsuo Kurobe vows to defeat
Bet you got going first now.
And it's hard to read because I moved the position of my mic, so I reach my neck around to read this. Vows to defeat the king so that he can get what he longs for. He, with little guidance from the mysterious Sakura Banka, I like that name, dives head first into the Rebuild battle. Now the city of Shin Kyoto is the stage, and Rebuild Divide is the game. Watch as the battle unfolds for Teruto and his friends.
That name is it's a card game.
Okay.
That name is amazing. If someone said I'm Banka Sakura desu. Baka Sakura?
Yeah, I guarantee that's a joke they're gonna make. The character designs are cute. I like the character designs. Also, good job with Shin Kyoto and not just doing the tropey Neo Tokyo.
Yeah, it looks like a card game. Linden Films, they've done a lot. They're kind of all over the place.
Yeah,
they just have a lot of things that they've done. So it's like
none of which really strikes me as great.
Like they're doing they did Last Dungeon. I'm from the village by the Last Dungeon. They did that. You've seen that the one with the main character who looks like Link.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it. I didn't watch the whole thing.
What? Yo, that show's actually fire.
Oh, they did Beelzebub, Joe. That's more my type of show.
They did Tokyo Revengers, which everyone and their mother loves.
They did Killing Bites. Ooh, never mind.
That's why I'm exactly. They're doing Sayuki Reload Zeroin.
Oh, and they did Akashic Records. Akashic Records is underrated. I like that one. All right. Their records didn't mix. They have some cult classics here.
Exactly.
Just monochrome.
I remember Beelzebub, even though I never watched it.
Yeah,
but I remember
the art style is very unique.
Yeah,
it's very pastel.
Oh, I kind of want to.
So
wait, hold on. I actually need to put it on my list of things to watch.
You know what? It can't be worse than Cardfight Vanguard. Or not Cardfight Vanguard. I saw that next. It can't be worse than Shadowverse. Yeah.
Yes, I ranking up with us on Oni the other day. They actually released the expansion, where they finally included the cards from the anime. I didn't realize all the cards in the anime were like broken as shit. My lord. Game is out of control.
Fuck that anime.
Indeed.
But I might watch this one, so we'll see. But we're not going to cover it on the podcast.
No, yes, I definitely am not watching it. Speaking of card games, up next we have Card Fight Vanguard Overdress Season 2.
Ooh, how about Underdressed?
That's the hentai version. It is the second season of Card Fight Vanguard Overdress. I didn't even know there was a season 1 of Overdress.
Right? They missed opportunity. It should have been called Underdress, and then season 2 should have been called Overdress.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Opportunity.
0 out of 10. We literally read this shit. So how do we not remember?
Yeah, I don't remember this.
Although I remember a name called Overdress.
Yeah, we have totally made fun of it.
Right.
I do love Card Fight Vanguard. It is underrated as a card game. So. And the show's pretty good. But we're not covering it.
Okay. Up next.
Up next, we have where I'm at right now, Deep Insanity, The Lost Child by Silverlink. Madness and Unawakening Sleep, Randolph Syndrome. Oh my god. This is reading me
One
right
can
now.
only hope.
Yeah. This new illness is slowly but steadily approaching humanity, caused by the huge underground world asylum that appeared in Antarctica. There are strange creatures different from the Earth and unknown resources. People bet their lives on the depths of the mysterious new world to get huge wealth, organizational plots, or their own ambitions. And here alone, a young man with a wish in his heart is trying to challenge the front line of Asylum. I'm more like a horror than a sci-fi, but I guess maybe both.
It's like it's giving me Lost in the Abyss, but not as weird.
Yeah,
like more straightforward, like what you would imagine in a show where it's like, oh my god, something underground, and you have to go in this hole and discover new life.
I feel like this is the type of show that's either going to be like a cult hit where it's like, this is amazing and no one's going to know about it, or it's just going to be the most generic, garbagey show ever.
I feel like it's, I don't know, I feel like it might be skating towards the latter, only because like it has to literally, like, Lost in the Abyss is like its competition, and Lost in the Abyss, regardless of how nasty and gross and low-key traumatizing it can be to potential viewers like myself, is actually pretty damn good. So I don't know. Well, it has a lot to compete with. It has some competition indeed.
All right. Well, we're not watching it. Well, unless you want to fight for it. You want to fight for it?
Oh God, no.
All right.
All right. Up next, you have Digimon Ghost Game by Toei Animation. They are near you. In the near future, new technology has been developed. On social media, rumors have been circulating about strange phenomena of unknown authenticity known as hologram ghosts. First year junior high school student Hiro Amanokawa activates a mysterious device left by his father called a Digivice, resulting in unknown creatures that can't be seen by the average person, Digimon, becoming visible to him. Since the day he met Gamamon, a mischievous Digimon that was entrusted to him by his father, Hiro has been caught up in various strange phenomena. There is a mouth-stitched man who steals human time, and a mummy man who wanders around every night kidnapping humans. Hologram ghosts are nearby and they are targeting us. From here on, this is a story about the other side of the world that no one is aware of. Together with Gamamon and his friends, Hiro sets foot into a mysterious world inhabited by Digimon.
This looks really interesting to me, only because it looks a lot like season 3 of Digimon Tamers.
Also, I wonder who Hiro's dad is.
I was thinking, what's his name from season 3? Because Gamamon kind of looks like Gilmon a bit.
Oh, I see. It could be. I don't know Digimon lore like that. I'm very much like how people are about Pokemon, like the Gen 1ers. I feel like I'm like that with Digimon.
With which season, or just like all of Digimon in general?
No, like seasons like 1 and 2. I know 3 is really good because I just never seen it.
I feel like I don't know if it still holds up, but it's pretty dark. It's like the Madoka of Digimon.
All I know is that Leomon dies, and it's really sad.
It gets worse than that, but
yeah. Okay. Oh, if it gets worse than that, maybe.
It gets pretty dark. But yeah, no, I liked it because season 3 like revolved around like the Digimon being in the real world for a large portion of it, and like the Digimon were doing shit like kidnapping people and abusing people and stuff. Like I like that type of kind of like semi-horror ghost, like it says, ghost game. Like I like that horror element to Digimon.
So, yeah, although I don't think that's what's happening in this.
I know, but I want to hope. I want to hope that it's somewhat mature and like
it looks really cute.
it doesn't look.
I saw a trailer.
It looks. Oh yeah, I didn't watch the trailer. Is it?
Yeah,
Is it super cutesy?
It's kind of yeah. It's like hi, I'm yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't have that really dark
Aww.
theme that you're looking for. I'm sorry.
Thanks for breaking my hopes and dreams.
I mean, I'd rather you know now than you look for it by watching it.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So I guess you will not be watching.
No, I will not. Neither will we. Next up, we have Yakuten Sekai No Denchi Shoujo by Lurch, our favorite studio. Japan 2019. Just before the dawn of a new era, suddenly a rift to another dimension appears in the sky, revealing an alternative world, Shinkoku Nippon. With the sky and the earth upside down, this parallel world keeps their former militarism, with its era being eternal Showa. The military invades the real Japan with giant humanoid robots called Garan and their gas weapons Genmu, rendering our modern weapons ineffective. Shinkoku Nippon instantly seizes the government and archives de facto conquest of Japan, or achieves de facto conquest of Japan. The new era, Reiwa, has not arrived for Japan. That does not sound anything like the picture I'm looking at right now for the thumbnail, but okay.
Yeah, I'm like, what?
Why are there idol girls involved?
I just... Cause anime.
This looks like a really cutesy show, but that description sounded like straight out of a fucking like seinen. What was that anime called? Gate. Sounds like Gate.
Oh. Yeah. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I'll watch it. I'll watch one episode just to see, just because I like Lurch, and just because I want to see why the fuck there's cutesy girls and how serious the show is. But
yeah,
we won't cover it.
Oh, it looks actually really kind of pretty. Like,
yeah, it looked pretty in the thumbnail.
Like, wait, what?
Uh-oh. Are we gonna have to watching this?
Oh my god. So I'm watching a trailer and there's a guy who definitely has the same glasses from fucking Kamino or Kamina or whatever that dude's name is. Yeah. Oh my god. So they're just not even trying. Got it.
Cool. I'm watching the first episode. It got one episode to hook me. Yeah.
All right. Up next, we have Hanyo no Yashahime ni no Sho, which is the second season of Hanyo no Yashahime. So, for those who don't know this, it's a sequel to Inuyasha.
How was the? Did you watch the first?
Nope. I sure didn't.
Yeah, and we're not watching the second. I do want to watch it though. Yeah. It's not now.
It's just the way I just have.
I liked Inuyasha. Like, I like the nostalgia of Inuyasha more than I like the show.
Yeah. I mean, Inuyasha is where I discovered Boa, so it's like it always has my unrelenting gratitude. My everlasting gratitude for that.
Yeah, and I remember being just like young and it being part of like the ecchi, like, oh, you can't watch these types of shows. And they're like, yeah, I'm gonna stay up till 1 a.m. waiting for Inuyasha.
Yeah, even though it wasn't really that ecchi at all. It was just like some horny monk saying stupid shit. That was it.
Pretty much.
All right. That's it.
Next up, we have Isekai Shokudo by Season 2 by OLM. The second season of Isekai Shokudo, the restaurant is opening up again with new characters and new dishes. There's a certain restaurant in the first basement level of the multi-tenant building in one corner of a shopping street near the office district. The historical restaurant, marked by a sign with a picture of a cat, is called Western Cuisine Nekoya. This restaurant looks completely normal through the week, but on Saturdays it opens in secret exclusively to some very unique guests. During these hours, doors in various areas of parallel worlds open to allow customers of many different races and cultures into the restaurant. I heard good things about the first season.
Yeah, like I still think the premise it's still very...
It's very cool, yeah. It's very unique. I still want to watch the first season. I haven't yet.
Mm.
But maybe I'll cheat and just like watch the second season. It's not like it's gonna be a complex plot. I'm probably not gonna watch the first season.
Yeah, I feel like there's gonna be a bunch of jokes and references you're gonna miss.
Maybe. All right, I'll watch the first season, but on my own time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Up next, we have JoJo no Kimyo Naboken Star Ocean by David Production. In Florida, 2011. Oh God.
Memories.
It started. We're already starting in Florida, so you know it's gonna be good. Jolene Kujo sits in a jail cell, just like her father, Jotaro, once did. Yet this situation is not of her own choice. Framed for a crime she didn't commit and manipulated into serving a longer sentence, Jolene is ready to resign to a dire fate as a prisoner of Green Dolphin Street jail.
It's like a name generator came up with that.
So they just named the jail after the football team. After the Miami Dolphins,
and like, they changed their name to Green Dolphins.
Like, you know, that's exactly what happened. Like, green is literally their color, is it not?
No, they're blue.
Oh, they're blue. Oh, well, whatever. I don't care about football. That's hilarious. Though all hope seems lost, a gift from Jotaro ends up awakening her latent abilities, manifesting into her stand stone free. Now armed with the power to change her fate, Jolene sets out to find an escape from the stone ocean that holds her. However, she soon discovers that her incarceration is merely a small part of a grand plot, one that not only takes aim at her family, but has additional far-reaching consequences. What's more, the mastermind is lurking within the very same prison and is under the protection of a lineup of menacing stand users. Finding unlikely allies to help her cause, Jolene sets out to stop their plot, clearing her name and taking back her life. So of course, oh no, they were right, and take back her life.
That was a mouthful.
Yeah, so I would love to cover this, but I'm sure Oni had not watched all 5 billion of the other episodes. So I'm super gonna be watching this on my own time because I really like most people who like most people watch JoJo. I like JoJo.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the 7 billion memes that I won't get and people talking about it constantly on the Discord.
Yeah, you know it's gonna happen. It's going to happen.
I know.
And I'm like, well, yeah, finally, I'm no longer the person, standing outside looking in. I understand the memes. Yay!
Well, I'll be on the outside for you.
Yeah, don't worry. I will explain them.
Thank you.
To you.
Well, you know what we will be watching? Finally, Kimetsu no Yaiba Yukakuhen by UFO Table, the second season of Kimetsu no Yaiba, aka Demon Slayer. It does say it's starting in 10 days, but in reality it's starting in December because the first arc is just going to cover the movie, which Drew has not seen yet. Did you see it yet?
I did, actually.
Oh, wow.
I watched. Yeah, it was really good. it was just as good as everyone said it was. Very little for me to complain about. Everything was super pretty and beautiful as usual. Shout out to my guy whose name started with the R. I forget his name already.
Rengoku, was it?
Yeah, I think that's his name, Rengoku. Shout out to him. He was just such a G.
Yeah, he got his time to shine. I notoriously am indifferent about the first season of Demon Slayer. I think it's just slightly better than average shonen. But I heard good things about season 2, or at least the arcs they're covering, so hopefully this will be an improvement on the first season.
And yeah, I'm like, you're so crazy.
More Nezuko, please.
I think that's literally the only reason why you don't like it.
It's
because it literally the same level of animation, almost the same level of animation in the movie is applied to the show. Like that's why I'm just like I
but
don't
like the animation is a 10 out of 10, but like the plot and characters are like 4 out of 10, 4 or 5 out of 10. They're just generic.
What?
And the characters that are interesting and cool get like no screen time at all. Like Shinobu gets no screen time. Any of the other
you pointed out the wife. Wow, you pointed out the waifu. Wow.
Yeah.
Wait, are you really about to hit me with the Hasha didn't get enough screen time?
Yeah, they didn't get enough screen time. That's why the movie's so good, because one of them got screen
time. Girl, it's season 1. Like they didn't. Bleach did not open with the society arc. Hello.
And that's why the subsequent seasons of Bleach were better, because we got better characters showing up.
Oh, girl.
And listen, Tanjiro is the most boring generic MC you could possibly have. I don't care about Tanjiro.
He's such a good boy. Oh my god.
No, I care more about all his friends. But you know.
Ew, Zenitsu?
At least Zenitsu has a personality, all right? At least
Zenitsu is annoying.
Better annoying than cardboard. At least he'll get me to laugh once or twice in his tirade, you know?
Well, first of all, I don't even know if this is an unpopular opinion or not. I would just say, I would go as far as saying Tanjiro is kind of just the shonen version of Iruma. They are very similar.
Yeah,
like
Iruma's
like they like
comedy, so it works for Iruma to just be like a cute boy surrounded by all these demons and stuff. Tanjiro is supposed to be like a demon slayer. That's a borrowed name. I don't know.
He slays demon. Like what? Like,
he is, but it's such a generic character. I don't know. He just bores me. I wish he had more personality.
That's fine. I guess.
See. Hopefully, season 2 will make me look stupid, and Tanjiro will be like fucking awesome and beat the shit out of everybody. Who knows?
I mean, like at the end of the movie, how could you say that about him?
Oh, that's why. That's also why the movie was good, because he had personality in the movie for once. He had emotions.
Okay. Up next, we have.
But we will be covering it. But yes, go.
Yes, you will. Up next, you have Komi-san wa Komi-sho desu by OLM. Timid Tadano is a total wallflower, and that's just the way he likes it. But all that changes when he finds himself alone in the classroom on the first day of high school with the legendary Komi. Quickly realizes she isn't aloof, she's just super awkward. Now he's made it his mission to help her on a quest to make 100 friends.
B got a HK vibes.
What?
Never mind.
How so?
The 100 friends thing.
Yeah. Okay.
Very different types of friends, though.
Listen, if you know, you know.
Yeah, that's a very obscure joke. So here's the thing, you know, if we don't pick this, they're gonna the patrons are gonna pick this, right?
That's kind of why I don't want to pick it, because I feel like they're just gonna pick it for us.
Well, that's kind of why I do, because I don't want, like, then it ruins the whole.
No, because then they're gonna pick, and then they're gonna pick some crazy shit.
That's the fun of it.
What did they pick for us last time? Was it Genjutsu? Is that what they picked for us?
It was Genjutsu, I think.
And that wasn't horrible. That wasn't horrible.
Listen, chat. Patrons have like a hit or miss. You know what I mean? Like sometimes it's
mostly miss.
I feel like when it misses, it really, really misses. Like fucking,
which is
Cardfight Vanguard.
You mean Shadowverse?
Shadowverse. Why do I keep calling Cardfight? See, I'm trying to like erase it from my mind.
Clearly. God, that miss was so bad. We had to actually just change how it works. Yes. I was like, never again in my black ass life.
But yeah, personally, I want to watch it. I don't know if this would be like the type of show that's gonna be like.
I read some of the manga like a very long time ago. You never read the manga?
I've seen snippets.
It's like
Is it like Nagatoro tier, or are we talking like nothing happened and it's just Komi making cute faces?
Wait, Nagatoro,
as in like, is there
oh,
actual comedy and like stuff happening and
oh.
romance?
See, so that was the gag when you were like, oh, Tanjiro has no personality, da da da. Now I won't say Komi doesn't have any personality, but do I think it's going to be an anime about her making there's a lot of cute faces and the main character trying to interpret them? Yes. I think that's kind of what it's going to be. But it doesn't it's not necessarily bad. Like I feel like they made it in a way. Maybe you can make it in a way, especially because it's animated. You can make it funny. You can make it work. I just literally as I'm speaking right now, I just kind of skimmed through the trailer, and it's like it shows promise. It shows promise. It can not totally be ape shit garbage. It can be good.
So yes or maybe.
I guess we'll say yes, only because we haven't said yes to anything else. Oh wait, besides no, we said yes to Demon Slayer. So I guess yes. No, how much more do we have to go? I think we're like almost halfway through.
A little bit over, or a little bit under halfway.
Let's do a maybe. Let's do a maybe and get back to it.
All right.
Okay.
Whose turn is it?
It is
mine?
No, it's mine. Yeah. Wait. Oh no, it is your turn because I didn't say anything about Demon Slayer. Yeah. So.
In that case, next up we have Kyokai Senki by Sunrise Beyond. Is that like a deviation of Sunrise? In 2061 AD, Japan is dominated, divided, and ruled by the four major economic blocks of the world. The Japanese people spent their days oppressed as subjugated citizens. Japan became the front line of the world where AMAIM, I'm sorry, it's like an eye exam, I can't see that far. A human-type special mobile weapon developed by each economic zone strode about. One day, oh my god, I hate these names.
Amao Shiba.
Jesus Christ. Whatever happened to, like, I don't know, basic names? Ichigo. Amao Shiba, a boy who loves machines, meets Less. Alright. Named Gay. Alright, whatever. And this guy.
Not gay. Not gay with that. Wait, hold on. It's quick pause. So I'm watching this show called The Circle, and there's a woman in the show named Keisha. And she's like, hey, I'm Keisha. Some of my friends call me K, which I'm like, okay, fine, Keisha K, like whatever. But she spells it Kai, and I'm like, that's Kai. That's not K, girl. K is with a Y. Like I and Y are not they're not interchangeable vowels. Can't just
English.
You can't just make whatever pronunciation rules up for yourself just because you think it'll sound pretty. That's not how that works. Just saying. So guy, but continue.
Fine, guy, and this leads him to throw himself into the battle to reclaim Japan by piloting AMAIM Kenbu, built by himself. Holy shit, I don't remember what I just read.
I mean, it kind of the plot
generic mecha. There you go.
Yes, generic mech.
Oh my god, that mech looks sexy though. I'm looking at the thumbnail of the trailer.
I did kind of just see that. I'm like, that mech does look kind of cute. Ooh, by the way, this company is I think it's just like a mech only anime.
Yeah, they're a derivative of Sunrise. I don't know why they just did Build Fighters.
Yeah. Whatever the fuck that is. Actually, on second thought, I'm not a huge fan of
this. I'm not a big mecha fan, so
No, I don't like the way it looks. It's
Oh,
designed.
the design.
Yeah, it looks a little scaly. It looks like a lizard.
That's what's cool about it.
I don't know. You just look like a normal humanoid. Thank you.
Nope.
All right. Up next, you have Kyuketsugi Sugu Shinu by Madhouse. A vampire hunter learns of a mansion inhabited by a vampire who's rumored to have kidnapped children and goes there intending to take him down. But then it turns out that the vampire is a wimp who keeps turning into ash at the smallest things, and that the kids, aren't being held captive. They're just using the haunted house as their personal playground.
Aww,
that actually sounds like a
cute.
And
it's Madhouse.
Right. I'm like, that sounds really adorable.
This sounds really fucking cute.
I kind of want to watch it now. Oh my god! And why does it look so good?
Because it's Madhouse.
Why was the opening trailer so amazing? Wait,
should you put this as a maybe?
Yes.
Okay, maybe.
Oh my god, I'm sold.
Not gonna lie, I was not expecting to be that interested in that one.
Right, just no. That premise sounds so.
That was really creative premise.
Funny, yeah.
All right.
Go ahead.
Up next, we have Lupin III Part 5 or Part 6. I can't read Roman numerals by DMS Entertainment.
It's 5. No, it's 6.
Exactly. And Drew can't read Roman numerals.
No. I saw part that says sequel to Lupin.
Okay.
And then I saw Part 5. So yeah.
Gentleman Thief Lupin III is back and ready for his next caper. Caper? I hate that word.
Why?
I don't know. I just don't like it. Sounds like slang. I don't know. Unless legendary sleuth Sherlock Holmes has anything to say about it. When Holmes' longtime partner Dr. Watson is murdered, none other than Lupin tops the suspects list. With Holmes fast closing in, Lupin must prove his innocence and bring a shady organization called the Raven to heel if he wants to live to steal another day. I wish I was more into Lupin, but I'm not.
Me too.
So, enjoy it, all you Lupin fans.
Indeed. Not them bringing Sherlock Holmes into
this. Right? Wait, damn. Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah, he's voicing it. Watashi wa
Holmes desu.
That's a different accent. That's not Robert Downey Jr.
It's Robert Downey Jr. doing an accent, all right?
All right. Up next, we have Megaton Q Musashi by OLM. This, excuse me. The story takes place after 90% of humanity wiped out due to an invasion. Nice.
Cool.
Survivors live in a shelter where their lives are monitored and the memories of the invasion erased. 3 teenagers from the shelter are chosen to pilot 3 machines that combine to form the Musashi robot, made out of a material called megatronium alloy. The series will balance robot action with school life.
So Evangelion.
But boring.
Yeah, Evangelion with none of the things that made Evangelion.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, so it forms the Musashi robot. So does this robot tend to hit on little boys and want to sleep with them?
Yes.
And by little boys, I mean anything that moves.
I miss Evangelion. I still haven't seen the last movie.
Oh, I heard good things about it.
Me too. Maybe I'll watch it. But I won't watch this.
Yes.
Next up,
not at all.
We have Mieruko-chan by Passione, our favorite studio. Actually, I really want to watch this. All of a sudden, a girl is able to see grotesque monsters all around her, but no one else can. Rather than trying to run away or face them, she instead musters all her courage and ignores them. Join her day-to-day life as she keeps up her best poker face.
Ooh,
it's really it's the same people who did Higurashi, so You know it's gonna look gruesome and grotesque and cute at the same time.
Yes, I kind of. Yeah, I think I don't know. I feel like I'm a little. So the thing is, I just quickly skimmed through it. It's one of those things. I feel like they can really make this not work. Like it could be very boring
It
if
could
they don't.
be. I know.
This
is the
because it could just be the running joke with like, oh my god, scary monster. Whoa. Like it would have to be literally like the reaction.
It all depends on the joke. Like I can see it being ridiculously funny, but also like it's totally the same joke over and over and over again.
I know.
I'll put it as a maybe. I'll come back.
Me too. Yeah, yeah. All right. Up next, we have Mushoku Tensei Isekai Itara Honki Das, Part 2 by Studio Bind. It is the second core of Mushoku Tensei. The rest of that stuff. Yeah, me too.
We didn't cover the first core, but we watched it.
We both watched it, and we were like, "Oh my god, this is so good!" Yeah, so yeah, we're gonna cover this one.
Oh, sure. I even read ahead of the manga, so I know a bit what's coming up, and I am super looking forward to it.
I don't know what's coming, but I know it's gonna be good. Yes, and can't wait for those times where I'm yelling at Oni because the main character did something very.
This is going to be a lot of spicy debates in the.
Yeah, because we we had the scene when a homeboy was like, doing what he did, and that apparently wasn't even, that was a light version.
Guys, go watch Mushoku Tensei if you haven't seen it. It does not for everyone because it doesn't pull punches, so it gets very inappropriate and much more so than you're used to with most anime.
Yeah, it's like if you're someone like me, it can definitely make you uncomfortable.
It definitely veers into the uncomfortable, like not comedy ecchi, but like, ooh, this is legit sexual harassment.
Yeah.
So, but it is good. It is very, very good.
Yep.
All right. Next up, we have Mute King, the Dancing Hero by Tezuka Productions and Tatsunoko Productions. Mute King is set in the free and cheerful coastal town of Neo, San Francisco. The kind-hearted boy Muteki moves to Neo, San Francisco and meets DJ, who claims to be a DJ. And took all their brain energy to come up with that one. Himself thrust into the role of dancing hero Mute King. To save them from the monsters who suddenly appear, Muteki and DJ fight with song and dance. But little do they know that behind the strange events lies a deeper danger to humanity approaching.
That was a lot.
It was. I'm not really much of a fan of Tatsunoko. He does all like the Cashern sins, and I can't think of any other characters he does.
He does what?
Cashern. He does like all the characters that are like CG, and they're like in the Power Ranger suits, and they're like beating up people.
Got you. That's it's kind of what that looks like.
Yeah.
Oh, but it looks really pretty though. It's super pretty. I wish if I had more time, I'd maybe check out an episode on my own.
Let us know how it is, guys. That one looks like it could be interesting though.
It gives me Carol and Tuesday meets Power Rangers.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting it.
For sure. All right. Up next, we have Mub Love Alternative by Graphinica, Yumeta Company, and Flagship Line. A story of bonds between those who fight in a world pushed to its limits, one of the countless parallel worlds that exist throughout space-time. Humanity has fought a decades-long war against the Beta, hostile extraterrestrial invaders using humanoid fighting machines called tactical surface fighters. This is a story of how humanity lives and dies while on the brink of extinction.
I swear to God, Muv-Luv has been like done 70 different times. I always see Muv-Luv.
And yet I never remember it because I'm like, oh, what's Muv-Luv?
It was a really old visual novel about like, remember Starship Troopers? It's basically Starship Troopers. It is exactly, actually now that I'm thinking about it, it is legit just Starship Troopers, but with sex.
Got you.
More sex, I guess.
All right. Well, I mean, there's all a bunch of girls, so yeah.
Yeah, it was like a ecchi, well, not ecchi, it was a hentai novel. But it's funny because the story, I forgot, I'm trying to look up the name of the original series that it's based off of. Because it's actually just based off of a... I can't find it anymore. It was just based off of a generic visual novel with like that was actually really good. It was like a drama about this guy who cheated on his girlfriend while she was in a coma with her best friend, and then she wakes up from the coma like 5 years later, and her then boyfriend marries her best friend, but they have to hide it and be like, oh yeah, we're totally not married, and like they have to pretend everything's like normal. It's a really good drama. I just don't remember the name of it. But from that they went to like killing aliens. I don't know if it was like a weird total turnaround.
Okay. that yeah, listen, I am yeah, I'm really trying to like feign interest here, and I just don't have the energy.
Either way, we're not covering it.
Yes, we most certainly are not. Up next
we have Osama Ranking by Wit Studio. The story centers around Boji, a deaf, powerless prince who cannot even wield a children's sword. As the firstborn son, he strives hard and dreams of becoming the world's greatest king. However, people mutter about him behind his back as a good-for-nothing prince, and no way he can be king. Boji is able to make his first ever friend, Kage, a literal shadow... Oh my, why is it so long? A literal shadow on the ground who somehow understands Boji well. Kage is a survivor of the Kage assassin clan that was all but wiped out. No longer a killer, Kage now makes ends meet by stealing. The story follows Boji's coming of age as he meets various people in his life, starting with his fated encounter with Kage. No.
Yeah, it's good. It's giving me hardcore children's show, despite like the scary monster.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, pasu. Up next we have Platinum End by Signal MD. As his classmates celebrate their middle school graduation, troubled Mirai is mired in darkness. But his battle is just beginning when he receives some salvation from above in the form of an angel. Now Mirai is pitted against 12 other chosen humans in a battle in which the winner will become the next god of the world. Mirai has an angel in his corner, but he may need to become a devil to survive.
I liked it better when it was called Future Diary.
Period. So instead of a phone that, predicts the future in some way, I just get wings.
Yeah. Lame.
Yeah, right. I want a refund. Thank you very much.
Next up, we have Not Love Live, even though it looks exactly like Love Live.
I thought that was... no, just read.
Purore, Pride of Orange by C2C. A TV anime that is part of the Purore, Pride of Orange mixed media project. Wait, it's about women's ice hockey?
Exactly. I was reading ahead when you were reading, and I just got stuck because I saw
my
it.
brain
I was like,
couldn't process that for a second.
I was like, oh, this looks like Love Live, ice hockey. I was like, wait, what?
You thought it was Love Live, but really, it was me, Yuri on Ice. Literally.
Y'all, okay. So just because you can make an anime about every single sport in the world doesn't mean you should make an anime about every single sport in the world.
I know that we're joking that this is Love Live and ice hockey, but I kind of want to watch it.
Go have a ball.
It's so dumb. Ball. It's so like unashamedly ripping off Love Live and hockey. Like I need to watch it. I need to see this, but we're not covering it on the podcast.
Those girls, if those girls aren't being the shit out of each other by episode 3, what is going on?
I better see some. Yeah, it is hockey. I better see some fist fights.
Right, like it's.
Better see some teeth flying.
Period. Up next, we have Saihate no Paladin by Children's Playground Entertainment.
Sure.
Like, does this look like Children's Playground? Okay. In the ruined city of the dead, far from human civilization, lives a single human child named Will. He is raised by 3 undead: Blood, the heroic skeleton warrior; Mary, the ladylike mummy priestess; and Gus, the crotchety ghost wizard. Okay. That's gonna be a title for something. What's her name? Gus, the crotchety ghost wizard. The 3 of them teach the boy what they know and pour their love into him. One day, the boy begins to wonder, who am I? Will uncovers the mysteries of the undead hidden in this faraway land. He learns of the love and mercy of good gods, as well as the paranoia and madness of evil gods. And once he learns it all, the boy embarks on the path to becoming a paladin.
It sounds interesting.
That does sound like a very interesting premise.
Children's Playground doesn't really have much experience doing anything.
Yeah, I've never heard of them.
Yeah.
Like, at all.
Could be interesting.
Gus, the crotchety ghost wizard.
I'm not gonna lie, Gus is carrying the show right now.
Right? Yeah. Like,
he's at least 75% of the reason I'm carrying.
Right, exactly. That is just, oh my god. We can definitely say no for it, but I'm marking that down for myself.
Yeah,
I just have to.
I might want to check that out. Next up, we have Sakugan by Satellite. In the distant future, long after the Western calendar is no longer used, humans live shoulder to shoulder, cramped in the labyrinth, an underground world deep below the surface. We're going back to Abyss.
Right.
There are many colonies where people live in the underground labyrinth. The place is known for extreme high temperatures, but also for loads of gold, silver, and other riches. In one of the colonies named Pinin, a curious 9-year-old girl named Mimepu, and her father, Mimepu Gaganba. Why do I always get these weird names? Board a 2-person work robot and mine for ore. They eke a living as the lowest of the lowest worker occupations. Oh my god, it's like a whole fucking biography. One day, Mimepu begs her father, Gangaba, to set out as makers, those who chart for the markers, those who chart the inners of the labyrinth as a spelunker. To search for her mother who left their home. If they encounter a mysterious giant creature lurking in the caves, the survival rate is less than 5%. Since discovering the unknown world is dangerous work, maps hold great value in the world of the labyrinth and fetch high prices in the market.
Oh my god.
Is this just somebody copying and pasting the fucking novel, like the screenplay? A marker is the most dangerous, but also the most lucrative job. Gangaba decides he cannot hold back the ever-curious Memupa. Oh my god, kill me now! Going over on her own countless times and finally gives in. The two embark on a journey together in the work robot. However, the cost of curiosity, the truth they finally uncovered, This is a father and daughter's epic journey with the theme of family love.
Wow, I just read the whole series. Sounds great.
Yeah, I don't need to watch it anymore. Yeah, you're right. That was all of season 1.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
You poor thing. Oh my god.
No. All that to say no.
All that to say no. Wow, that is truly Made in the Abyss.
It was.
That one was like actually like super hardcore.
That was like 90% Made in the Abyss.
Yes, absolutely. Up next, we have Sankaku Mado no Sotogawa wa Yoru by Zero G. Bookstore employee Mikado always had a tendency to see creepy things. He had his life pretending he didn't see these things, but then he has a fateful encounter with an exorcist named Hiyakawa. Mikado ends up being forced to help out with exorcism duties and has to deal with the embarrassing fact that exorcising these things with Hiyakawa somehow feels really good. While getting dragged into dealing with these cases every day, they run into a cold-blooded murder case. Excuse me. This, for some reason, this feels very shonen-ai.
Yeah, it looks shonen-ai. And the whole feeling good about exercising demons thing.
Yeah, right? I was like, oh my god.
It is, isn't it?
Oh my god. Yeah, it's like super shonen-ai. Oh my god, super. Okay, so, well,
Drew found his show.
Well, I am definitely watching it on my own time.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I can at least admit that it's definitely not the show for everyone. So we can definitely skip.
Fair enough. Next up, we have Sekai Psycho no Anatashimusha Isekai Kizoku ni Tensei S2 by Silverlink and Studio Palette. Oh my god, another long one. The greatest assassin on Earth knew only how to live as a tool for his employers until they stopped letting him live. Reborn by the grace of a goddess into a world of swords and sorcery, he's offered a chance to do things differently this time around, but there's a catch. He has to eliminate a super powerful hero who will bring about the end of the world unless he is stopped. Now known as Lug Tuatha De, the master assassin certainly has his hands full, particularly because of all the beautiful girls who constantly surround him. Lu may have been an incomparable killer, but how will he fare against foes with powerful magic? So, I mean, interesting premise for a harem.
Yeah, he's an assassin. That's cool. Something.
I definitely, like Drew, check this out on my own time.
Yeah. I felt you perk up at the harem bit.
It was like blah blah blah. Ooh, harem.
I love how he's like, he's offered a chance to do things differently this time around. But what does he have to do first?
Kill
the same things he did. More murder.
Yep.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, yeah.
I'll pass.
Yeah. Up next, we have Selection Project by Doga Kobo.
I love Doga Kobo.
Held every summer, the National Show Selection Project is the biggest gateway for girls who strive to be idols, and a place where legendary idol Akari Amazawa was born. Suzune Miyama is also one who has longed for such a dream stage. Having been sick since childhood, she listened to the song of the light many times in her bedroom in the hospital room. Wait, listen to the song.
Always happens at least once for you.
No. This sentence is right. It's just the song of the light. Like, what the fuck?
Here's the song of the light by Mitana Karu.
Right. Akari's singing voice gave her a lot more smiles and courage, inspiring Suzune to follow in her footsteps. In her last summer of junior high, Suzune decides to challenge the 7th annual selection project to make her dream come true. The girls who challenge selection all have strong feelings that are second to none, accumulated efforts, and extraordinary charm. Only 9 stars are selected from among the thousands of candidates. Now the hot and harsh audition battle of the girls begins to make their dreams come true. So I would watch this, but it's like I already see the ones who won. So why would I don't care.
Aw, damn it, spoiled already.
Like, why would you show them make no, then it's not like the whole survival show is interesting concept, but not when you put the 9 girls who are probably going to win. At that point, I'm not interested anymore.
I mean, at that point, it's just an idol show.
Exactly.
I love Doga Koba because they do cute girls doing cute things extremely well. So I'll probably check this out, but yeah, I don't think this will be anyone's cup of tea outside of like people who just like.
They just had to not fuck up by putting the winners on in the actual thumbnail, but you know
they should have put like mask over all their faces. They would have been cute, but you still would have been like who's.
Or
that?
they could just put like 50 girls.
Or you could have done that, yeah.
Like maybe like 20 girls. And then we wouldn't know.
It's actually a plot twist. None of them win. They all get eliminated in the first round.
Oh, that would be terrible.
All right. Next up, we got Senpai ga Uzai Kohai no Hanashi by also Doga Koba.
This is the one I wanted.
I see what you mean. Igarashi is a young office lady. Takeda, the senpai above her at work, annoys her constantly, and yet she finds herself growing closer to him. Every day is filled with comic mishaps and romantic moments as Igarashi tries to balance work, life, and love. I feel like I've seen this before. Like maybe the manga? Oh, this looks really cute.
Right? I was just like, fuck.
Because it is Doga Koba, of course it's gonna be cute.
It is, yep. I know, I'm just like, fuck. They got a Bada dude, it's a romance. I'm like,
Oh, I'll put it as a maybe for now. We got a lot of comedies to consider.
Right? Word. Alright, up next, we got Shikizakura by Sublimation. Kakera, nope. Let's try that again, Drew. I'm so tired. Kakeru Miwa is an otherwise ordinary high school student, but a strange twist puts him on the front line in a supernatural battle against the menacing Oni. Coming for you.
I didn't know I was in the show.
With the help of a fantastically powerful battlesuit known as Yoroi, Kakeru joins an elite team that fights the monstrous Oni and defends humanity from otherworldly threats. The team is assigned to protect Oka Myojin, a shrine maiden who is prophesied to save the world, but she must perform a sacred ritual within Shikizakura, the horizon that connects the spiritual and physical world that lies somewhere amid the blooming cherry blossoms and the colorful autumn leaves. But in this world, the journey to destiny is hard fought, winding, and sometimes deadly.
I'm not. Doesn't really interest me.
Yeah, it just looks like Power Rangers.
It does.
But fighting ghosts and stuff, and you.
And me. I know I'm in it, but I can't be biased.
Oh my god! Enjoy this title.
I'm gonna pronounce it without getting anything wrong. Ready for this?
Got you.
Shin no nakama janai to yusha no parte wo oi. Oh fuck!
God, well, there goes that. I don't think it's oi fuck. I don't think that's how you pronounce it.
Oi dasareta no henkyo de slow life suru koto ni shimashita. By Wolf's
Excuse me, can you say it one more time? I didn't hear
it. Slow Life by Wolf's Bane and Studio Flad. A heroic and mighty adventurer dreams of opening a pharmacy? I swear this was a show this aired this season.
doesn't that sound really familiar?
Yeah, it really does. Red was once a member of the Heroes Party, a powerful group of destined to save the world from the evil forces of Taraxon, the raging demon lord. That is until one of his comrades kicked him out. Hoping to live the easy life on the frontier, Red's new goal is to open an apothecary. However, keeping the secret of his former life may not be as simple as he thinks, especially when the beautiful Rit, an adventurer from his past, shows up and asks to move in with him. I swear this is the exact same plot of a show that we talked about last season.
Yes, it sounds so. Yeah, that's weird.
It is super weird. I may still watch it because it looks kind of cute, but that is super weird.
Well, you enjoy that.
Yeah, we won't cover it on the podcast.
Next, we have Shinka no Mi, Shiranai Uchi ni Kachigumi Jinsei by Children's Playground Entertainment and Feel. Hiragi Seichi is an ugly, revolting, dirty, smelly fat ass.
Wow, tell me how you really feel.
Right? Damn. God damn. These are the insults hurled at him one after another about his appearance. Such was Seichi's daily life of bullying. Then, for some reason, one day when school was out, a voice claiming to be God said over the PA system to prepare to be transported to another world, of course. What's more, not Seichi alone, but the entire school. A fantasy world where game-like elements such as level, stats, and skills exist. However, the gods still had preparations to complete for the transfer and would send them over as soon as the hero summoning ritual was ready. The classes all formed groups to wait for the transfer, but Seiichi alone was discluded and as such was summoned to a different area. After being transported to the first thing, as they're being transported, the first thing Seiichi ate was fruit of evolution. This would come to greatly change his life. The story is about how Seiichi went from being severely bullied by his classmates, even not being recognized for his accomplishments. And despite all that, staying positive and surviving in this new world. As a result, he somehow becomes one of the champions. Oh
man, this is too personal. like it's very wish fulfilling. Like I feel like this is just like this dude. I don't want to throw stones on anyone who wrote this, but I just feel like there's a little personal influence coming in here. Yeah. Like, I'll show you assholes in my class.
Yeah. Bro, I'm so sorry that you were bullied when you were younger, but did you have to make it into an anime?
That could have been the title. I was bullied when I was younger, so I made it into an anime.
I'm like, yeah, I was like, this just seems like, I don't know. It gives Kumiko, but not nearly as interesting.
Yeah, Kumiko's fun. Like this is just sadness.
It's fun. Yeah, it's fun and it's actually really good.
Well, no to that.
Absolutely not.
Next up, we have Shumatsu no Harem by AXCs and Yo Kokumi. The time is the near future Tokyo, Japan in 2040. Reito, a young man suffering from an intractable disease, vows to reunite with his childhood friend Elisa and decides to cold sleep to cure her illness. When he wakes up 5 years later, the world is undergoing a major transformation. The MK, male killer, oh, I know this one, virus kills 99.9% of men on the planet. The ground was a super harem with 5 billion women for every 5 men. Damn, I thought the last one was wish fulfillment.
Yikes.
No, this is World End Harem, right? I heard good things. Well, I've heard things about the manga.
Well, sounds like a great time for y'all.
It's a can we put this as a maybe just because it might be trolly? Like it might be a trolly good show. Like like it'll give us something to talk about that isn't a fucking comedy.
No, put it down as a maybe, but
yeah, maybe.
the way it's most likely gonna be a no for me. Up next, you have Taisho Otome, Otogi Banashi by Synergy SP. In this story set in the early 1920s, Tamahiko is the son of a wealthy family, but his life changed forever when an accident cripples his right arm. No longer considered as his father as an heir, he is shuffled off into the country to live out of sight. Wow, dude.
Yeah, damn, dude, you just broke his arm. Chill.
Right? The teenage Tamahiko shuts himself in his new home, bitterly thinking of it as a place where he will die. One day, he learns that his father has bought him a bride to take care of him. When the young teen girl named Yuzuki arrives at his door, she comes into his life like an innocent ray of sunshine, and Tamahiko's view of the world and his life starts changing bit by bit.
It sounds cute.
It sounds super cute. I don't want to watch it, but it sounds super cute.
Yeah, I'll watch this on my own time.
Uh-huh.
All right, next up we have Takt op.Destiny by Madhouse and Mappa. I guess that's how you pronounce it. The musical composition formed a dwelling power in the girl, a legendary opera, a magnificent composition created in the past, a new life music art, imbued with the score, an ephemeral, beautiful, and faithful tale of girls fighting with the power of musical scores in a world where music has been forgotten. They just aim for the light that lies beyond. Takt OP connects music to tomorrow.
Oh my god.
It's like you're selling me a fucking car.
This looked so beautiful.
What, the trailer?
Oh my god.
I can't show too much of it because of the copyright.
Yes. Yep. You can just skip it. You just skip through it and you can and that's enough. Oh my goodness. It's like everything just looks so pretty. Oh my gosh. Like, why does it look so pretty? Oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. I'm not even sure. Okay, so
maybe
it might be a maybe. If you don't want to watch it, I'm definitely watching this on my own 100%. It just looks too pretty. It's by Mappa and Madhouse.
Yeah, it's like the fucking powerhouse combination.
Ugh. Talk about your power couple.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Up next, we have Tesla Note by Gambit. Mission T is a secret operation to save the world from destruction. Trained as a ninja from a young age, Botan Negoro, raised to become the ultimate spy, teams up with another excellent spy, Kurama. Oh, excuse me. Their aim is to recover the legacy of the genius inventor Nikola Tesla, the shards of Tesla. Can the two outwit the agents of other countries who are also pursuing these fragments? A super original spy thriller begins.
Reminds me of Spy Kids.
Why would you say that?
I don't know. The tagline at the end.
Oh,
like, super original spy thriller.
Oh my god! What? I just looked at the CGI for like 2 seconds, and I was like, absolutely not.
That my god!
That was so cringe. That was so cringe.
Jesus Christ! Oh no, this is like.
Why you keep watching? Stop looking at it.
Oh my god!
Stop it! Stop it!
PlayStation. Some House of the Dead animation.
Oh god! Like you saw that one blonde dude in the back, like he was like kind of like moving his like hips, and I was just like,
That's like some season one Ruby.
You look like Slender Man. Like if Slender Man was like one of those blow up things, like at the supermarket or at the car sale, those big blow up things that kind of wave around.
So it's a no, right?
Oh god, absolutely. I never want to see it again.
That part of the segment of the podcast projectile vomiting on
right. And that was Tesla Note, episode 2. Oh my god, gross. Jesus.
That was so disturbing. I forgot who read that. You read that?
I read that.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Next up, we have Suki to Laika to Nosferatu by Arvo Animation. Set in a fictional world, 10 years after a long war divided the world into two separate superpowers, the Union of Zemitra Republics in the east and the United Kingdom of Amak in the west. Both of these superpowers now test their ambitions against each other in a space race. In 1960s, the Union's premier, Redroth, announces the Mechat program, a prestigious plan to launch named missions into the final frontier. To this end, the Republic establishes the isolated city of Laika 44, where cosmonaut candidates compete for planned manned missions to space, and scientists develop the technology to make it happen, all in an environment of secrecy. Oh god, why do I get all these long ones?
Oh my god.
The story centers on Lev Leps, a backup astronaut candidate, and his new companion, the vampire Irina Ruminisu. As part of the daring new Operation Nosferatu, the Mechet program will use Irina as a test subject for various conditions expected in space and ultimately as part of the named mission, with Lev overseeing Irina's training as a cosmonaut. For reasons of their own, both dream of going into space. Holy crap.
Lev Leps. Lev Leps. I love Lev Leps as a name.
It looks like another cute show, but I will not watch this.
And I'm like, this looks like, I feel like they just took the whole premise of like the actual Cold War history,
added a vampire.
Super, yeah, right. And make it supernatural and make it more focused on the space.
Yeah.
All right. Up next we have Visual Prison by A1 Pictures. In the anime, vampires perform visual K music.
Very blunt.
Yeah, right?
I like this description.
Yes, right? At least thank you for telling me what's happening. And gather together in Harajuku in an event known as Visual Prison under a red moon once a year, performing visual K songs to an entrance and audience. Performing visual K songs to entrance and audience. Entrance. Okay. I was like, wait. Entrance. No, I'm sorry. Entrance an audience and offer the best song to the red moon above. The story begins on Anjay Yuki, a lonely boy with no family, travels to Harajuku to see his favorite artist, and there he sees an intense musical battle between the bands Eclipse and Lost Eden, their energetic performance striking a pain through his heart. Oh, edge.
Yeah, so edgy and hot.
So edgy and hot.
Visual K. Yeah.
Oh god. I don't know how visual K like actually exists in real life.
Me either.
Like no, as in like how the guys actually look like that.
Oh, that too.
That's what I mean.
A lot of makeup.
Oh my god, so much makeup.
Oh, I thought this was longer than it was. Next up, we have Wacha Pre-Magi by Tatsunoko Production and Dongwoo Animation. Matsuri Hibano spends her days in middle school dreaming about Pre-Magi, the sparkling stage show that combines song, dance, and fashion with actual magic. She'd love to star in the Pre-Magi one day, and when the spirited troublemaker Mayama appears from another magical world to scout for Matsuri as her Pre-Magi partner, the pair takes to the stage to become the top stars of Pre-Magi hand in hand. No. Sounds like a kid show. Although it does look pretty, but no.
Yeah, no thank you. Up next, we have World Trigger, third season. It's the third season of World Trigger. Imagine that.
We did not see the first two seasons. So.
Nope, we're not watching this one. So Oni, take us away.
Yes, finally we have Yuki Yuna wa Yusha de Aru Dai Mankai no Sho, the third season of Yuki Yuna wa Washa blah 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 blah. The magical girls of the Senshu Middle School Hero Club have one goal: to make people smile wherever they can. and to always help those in need. Through teamwork and the help of their magical powers, Yuna, Minori, Fu, Ichiki, Karen, and Sonoko have vanquished deadly vertexes. Oh, I like that name. Recovered a missing friend and balanced their lives as magical girls and regular middle school students. Now a new adventure begins, one that will test their skills and their bonds as friends alike. I kind of remember this series being like Madoka. Am I wrong about that?
I don't know.
Like, I remember it being like a dark magical girl show. And it has a very Madoka-esque like feel specifically.
Oh yeah, I see the word psychological.
Yeah, it's like a psychological horror, but like they also go into other worlds to fight not witches, and they have like that whole Shaft style. Like it's very Madoka. I've never seen it though, so I don't know. I've heard good things about it, so we'll see. I'm not watching it though.
Oh, okay. Well, never mind. Oh, okay. Finally made it through everything, and now it is time to deliberate and see which shows that we want.
Yeah. So the only things we have for certain are Demon Slayer and Mushoku Tensei. So we have. Is there anything returning next season? Wait, no.
Nope.
Wow.
It's not. We get a whole new lineup.
I feel empowered.
Right? Like, it's so new.
Usually we only get like one or two choices. We have like a lot. 3, 4, 5. We have 4 choices.
4 whole choices. All right. So let's do it to it.
Okay. So right off the bat, like I said, if we don't pick Komi, they're gonna pick Komi. So what do you want to do about that? You want to just
let's go back to Komi. Let's go back to Komi. Okay. So I don't know. I'm trying to look for something that's like kind of different from what we have, because we have to, adventure drama. I mean, Mushoku Tensei isn't. I mean, it has action in it. So
it's an action drama.
It has like.
I think this part will be more actiony because it ended on a good note with the action.
Right. Yeah, a lot of shit happened. That's why I'm just like trying to find something that was different that we potentially could have liked.
Well, the things we have as maybes besides Komi are the vampire show.
Yeah.
Mieruko-chan, which is the girl that ignores demons.
Yeah.
Your Bada / Loli girl anime. Harem, Last Guy on Earth anime. And takt op.Destiny.
Man, I really didn't want to look at the ecchi, but it's
the only thing that's different.
Because everything else that we want is like comedy.
I feel like this could be a so bad it's good show. Because from what I ever heard of the manga, it's pretty extreme.
Okay, it's gonna be the anime where I don't take notes on.
Yeah, it's gonna be the brain dead anime.
Fine, when it comes to reviewing it, it's gonna be a hard carry for you.
It is.
Because the only ecchis I like are ecchi comedies.
That's true. Listen, this could be very bad or it could be very fun. It'll be one or the other, I guarantee that much.
I can't believe I'm saying yes to this. Jesus.
In that case, do you also want takt op.Destiny? Because if it's music, at least that's somewhat different.
I know. I feel, even though it's like there's music in it, but it's just lots of fighting. But it's beautiful fight. It looks so beautiful. Yeah, I want it.
Okay. Comedies. We have 4 choices. We have 2 choices in 4 shows. I kind of want the Senpai guy Uzaki Kohai.
Wait, is that the one with
the Bada and the
Bada and the Loli? Yeah. The Bada and the Loli. I'm not against it. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
So one more.
Yeah, we have Komi, Mieruko-chan, and Vampire Madhouse.
See, now the thing is, like, it's not even mad at Komi. It's just, it's like I already read these now Komi, so it's like I know, like I know, but I don't know. It's like I know what to expect because I've read it. I don't know how they're gonna animate it, and so I know that's something that actually matters. Man, because I know that that's the thing. It's like I know they're gonna pick Komi.
Yeah, Komi's getting picked. Like we're watching Komi. It's just a matter of you want to use our pick on it or do you want the patrons to pick it. Like it's especially with the lineup that's remaining. There's nothing else that's even remotely close to Komi's popularity.
Exactly, but then it comes the question of, oh god, what crazy shit they're gonna make us watch.
Because now I'm kind of leaning in the opposite direction as I was earlier. I'm like, well, fucking Komi. Now that we went through everything, I'm like, man, yeah, I'd let them pick Komi and then take something else between the vampire. And
now I'm like, yeah, you know what? Let's just throw it up in the air. Now you flipping on me after you convincing me, right? Now
we both changed positions.
Oh no. So I feel like low key, I'm gonna watch the vamp. Like the ones I want to watch, I'm gonna watch regardless. Yeah. So, and the last anime we watched wasn't like terrible. It wasn't terrible.
You want to pick Komi and leave it to the gods of Patreon to decide our fate?
Do I? I mean, so we're gonna have. So if we pick Komi, we're gonna have a comedy. Or we're just gonna have a comedy. We're gonna have 2 comedies.
No matter what we pick, we're gonna have comedies.
Yeah, we already. So I have 2 comedies, regardless. I mean, yeah, you can. I guess. Well, we'll pick Komi, unless you want to pick something else, so that they'll pick Komi. How do you want to do this? I'm fine either way.
I kind of want Miroko-chan. I know it's a risk. I'm gonna watch Komi either way. This is the way I'm thinking about it, because either way it's gonna be a risk. Because if we pick Komi-chan and we leave it up to patrons, they're gonna pick something risky. If we don't pick Komi-chan and I pick Miroko-chan or the Vampire Show, it's still gonna be risky because those 2 could be bad. And Chad or patrons are gonna pick Komi.
All right, I'm fine with Miroko-chan.
All right. This is gonna be like the riskiest season of anime we've ever done for our podcast. You know, there's so much potential for a lot of these shows to be very bad. Like the only thing I'm relying on,
etchy. So
the only thing I can count on is Demon Slayer and Mushoku Tensei. Everything else here is just like, oh man, I hope
just all question mark. I mean, with the assumption that they're gonna be picking Komi, I feel like Komi might be also a safe bet.
Yeah, I know what to expect from Komi.
Yeah.
for better or for worse. But yeah, guys. So if you're a patron, make sure you check the Discord because I will be posting a link to vote for the anime you guys like us to pick. Drew, are there any specific anime you don't want besides the obvious ones like shows aimed for kids and that horrible CGI mess?
Yeah, anything that CGI is automatic no. I've seen no season 2s.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't know. I can't really think of anything. Not that mech anime.
Yeah, the mech anime is not. Not the visual K anime.
Not the visual K anime. Nothing idol.
Yeah, the usual rules. No,
Yeah.
no, obviously bad idol shows or season 2s or 3s or kid shows. Basically, everything else is fair game. But yeah. I have a strong feeling I know what's gonna win the poll. That being said, that brings us to the end of our anime fall preview. So if you guys did enjoy this episode of the G&A podcast and the preview, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and join the party over in our Discord, and follow us on Twitter, Twitch, and all those good things, all linked in the description down below. Drew, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I want to go the fuck to sleep. I hope you guys all have a great night and get the amount of sleep that I'm going to be getting.
Yes, and let us know what shows you guys are watching in the comments as well. But until next time, this has been Soberoni and
Juby-doo.
We'll catch y'all later. Later!
Bye!